Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I have a fun shape card to share with you today. Hey everybody, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's Gnome Dies Spooky Add Ons, their Gnome Dies Sign Add Ons, their Spooky Season stamp set and outline dies. I'm using the Candy Corn for Sale stamp set and the Snowglobe die. And I did put these together on the Gnome Dies Spooky Add Ons assembly video, so check that out. So first I'm starting out with the Jaded Blossom's Snowglobe die, and I cut that out of white paper tray ink cardstock, and I'm just going to score a line at the top just to give me a little spot to bend down, and that will make my shape card. So there we are, scoring it with my Teflon bone folder using my Martha Stewart scoreboard, working on my Stampin' Up! Pad. That's paper tray ink white cardstock. So now I'm going to add in some ATG tape, and there we go, just sort of, up to that fold line. And I will add a little bit of Barely Art glue around the edges. And then I will stick down my next layer that I cut out of that same Snowglobe die from Jaded Blossom. There we go. So now that is the base of my shape card. So really easy, just using my Teflon bone folder to make sure it is stuck down well. And there you have it. So I'm also using the Monster Madness 6-inch pad from Doodlebug. So I'm going to take this Distress Oxide ink and black soot, and I'm going to ink blend around the edge of this Snowglobe die. So I'm just inking around the edge of it. There we go. And then I cut this base from that Monster Madness 6-inch pad from Doodlebug, and I'm going to ink around that as well. It's kind of a nice purple pattern. Then this pattern is also from the 6-inch Doodlebug Monster Madness pad. And I'm just going to ink around the edge of that. That's that big circle die that's in these Snowglobe dies. So now I'm going to stick this down with some Barely Art glue, trying to line it up. I believe I kind of make a mistake here, but I leave my mistakes in the video just because, no one's perfect. So I'm just trying to get that lined up, and I don't do a great job. So I do quickly peel it up here. I realize, oops, I gotta do that again, but that's okay. I'll add a little bit more glue and I'll get that shimmied into place. You'll see to my left or to my right, there is a little circle edged cut out there. That was cut from the 12-inch paper line of Monster Madness, the opposite side of the stars. It's just kind of like a starred aqua background. And I cut that for the edge of my snow globe, just, so there's some contrast there. And I will weight it down. Now I will stick down my purple base. I love Doodlebug, paper. I just think it's super cute. There we go. So I will cover that in some Barely Art glue, and then I will weight that down. So all my die cutting today was done with my Mini Empress from Anna Griffin, which I'm loving. Okay, so I will weight that down. So now I'm pulling out my black soot Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just going to ink around the edge of that little circle piece, just so it goes with everything else I have going on. And it kind of, helps with definition. And then I will stick down my little snow globe on my snow globe shape card. So really easy stuff. Like I said, Barely Art glue. And I will stick it in place. There. And I will weight it down. So now I have a little ghost balloon. Now this is from that Spooky Add Ons, the Gnome Dies Spooky Add Ons for Jaded Blossom, cut in American Crafts black cardstock and paper tray ink white. But I won't be using it as a balloon. I'm just using it as a little ghosty to pop out of that pumpkin. Remember, you can watch me put that pumpkin together on the Gnome Dies Spooky Add Ons assembly video. Okay, so now these are from the Halloween banner dies from Jaded Blossom, and I cut it out of paper tray ink black cardstock for the base and paper tray ink white cardstock for the ghosts. And I'm just going to stick those down, and then I will trim off that little piece that's holding them together because I'm not using it as a banner. I'm using them as more little ghosts for the card. I did cut this little leaf from the Gnome Dies Fall Add Ons. That's to decorate my little pumpkin. And I'm going to run that same white pigment ink around the edges of the pumpkin just to make it pop a little bit. Just because it is kind of going on that dark background. And that is cut out of Doodlebug's Dot Stripe and paper tray ink dark chocolate cardstock for the little stem. So there we go. Isn't that kind of fun? Now I'm going to trim off that little piece that's holding them together. There we go. And I am going to stamp Boo And I will stamp that onto Paper Ink's Craft Cardstock in VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. So that's a perfect little sentiment, I think. And that's on the little sign. Isn't that cute? So I will glue down the string. I cut that out of Paper Ink black cardstock just for a little bit of contrast. I'm looking for my reverse tweezers. There we go. And I will weight that down as well. So just a fast little sign with a sentiment, right? Kind of fun. So I do weight that down. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of ATG to the back of my pumpkin and align my ghost. And then I will find out where the little lid's going to go. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue to his little hand there, and I'm just going to line it up like I'd like. And I will weight that down with an acrylic block. And now, since I'm set, I will go ahead and I will use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on the back just to have it popping up on my shaped background. So I'm just quickly adding this, you know, these Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. They're kind of one of my favorites for card making. And I'll use my little scissors to, you know, trim some slivers, just so everything is nice and evenly popped up from my background, right? So I'm just peeling off all the release papers there, and then I will pop it down onto my card front. Like I said, this is a super easy card design. So I'm just adding that on, and I will pop that up. And there we go. Isn't that fun? Kind of fun, right? Now I'm going to add my little boo to the front of my card. And there we go. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue onto that string. And there you have it. So kind of fun, right? And I will clamp that down. There. So now I am taking out my little vines. These were cut from the Gnome Dies Fall Add Ons. The paper is from that, that Monster Madness 6-inch pad. Same as the leaf. Also from that Gnome Dies Fall Add Ons. I'm just going to pop that up and I will put a little glue along the edge so it's kind of glued down on the top and then pops up on the end. And I will clamp that down with my reverse tweezers. And I'm going to add another little vine here just for, you know, some decoration. I think it adds a little something, right? I did already ink around that pumpkin and spiced marmalade distress ink. That I did that on the Gnome Dies Spooky Add Ons assembly video. So it already has a little bit of definition, you know, on all the little patterns, which is fun. So now I'm popping up a sentiment from Spooky Season Stamp Set. That's on Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock, VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and I cut that out with the matching outline dies. There we go. So now I'm pulling out Altenews Enamel Dots, Essential Black and White. I'm going to take the tiniest white one and pop it into place to make it look like a little nail head. And now we are done. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, Be Inspired, the Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. And thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Make sure you are a follower over at YouTube, Jaded Blossom's YouTube site, and my YouTube site, Leanne K. Thanks, everyone. Bye.